Hello everyone. Welcome to this video where I'm gonna talk about my Loona opinions. I don't know if they're unpopular or not. Please tell me in the comments if you agree or disagree with what I think. Disclaimer: these are just my opinions, not facts. And any hate comment towards me or the Moon Girls will be deleted. So please stay respectful in the comments. Okay, let's go. Number 1. Even with Jaden Jung leaving, BBC should have tried to keep the dreamy, classy concept that Loona established with Butterfly. I feel like they gave up too easily on that concept because Butterfly wasn't the huge hit they wanted it to be. I'm not saying they should have made a Butterfly 2.0, but they should have tried a little longer with this kind of song, album and concept. It could have given Loona an identity a little more consistent, something a lot of people thinks Loona lack. Fortunately, the girls managed to establish their sound, the famous Loona sound. But seeing how loved Butterfly is among orbits, I wonder what would have happened if they did a similar comeback. As the Moon Girls, it could have been interesting to dig a little more in this mythical sound they had going on in Plus Plus and XX. I think BBC wanted to clean things up after Jaden Jung and go the complete opposite way with Loona. Probably because it ended very badly with Jaden Jung. That's too bad. But let's talk a little more about this 2019 era with the opinion number 2. So what is not half bad as everyone make it out to be, but as I said, the concept was too much of a drastic change from Butterfly after a year of hiatus. At this point, orbits were panicking about Loona's disbandment. We had no idea what was happening in the company, the girls couldn't communicate with us. So when the first teaser finally dropped, the previous year's situation created a big expectation, not only for orbits but also for the rest of the K-pop world, who wanted to see how BBC survived their lawsuits, and what they had planned for the girls. I think that's why, when So What, a really fully experimental song, dropped, so many people were surprised, and most of them in a bad way. I can completely understand why some people dislike the song. It's loud, messy, and again, so different from Loona's previous songs. But I truly believed in hate bandwagon started happening about So What. And because of it, some people didn't even try to listen to more than the first lines or the chorus. This song has a lot of potential. The proof is how the bridge went viral because of how good it is. It's a powerful anthem, a march in the street and destroy the capitalism society kind of song, and we love it for that. Opinion number 3. Yeojin should have debuted later when a little older, in order to be able to be in a subunit without her career getting in the way of her scholarity. BBC did the right thing by telling her to focus on school since she was getting bad results, but now she's the only one not in a subunit. I know they tried to explain it in the lore by saying she's lost on Earth, but let's be honest, they should have included her somewhere by now. It's especially annoying now that they are using the subunits a little bit more, during the world tour for example, but it was already weird to never see her really included during shows or activities if they decided to separate the girls in subunits. It was always Loona odd eye circle plus Yeojin, or Loona 1/3 plus Yeojin. And that leads me to my next opinion, number 4. BBC should have used the subunits a lot more after the OT12 debut. Loona's debut project was so interesting, with every girl getting a solo, and then being put in a subunit. I don't understand why BBC completely gave up on this after the official group debut. I know, it's probably because of money issues. But I truly believe that if they continued with at least the subunits regularly, Loona could have made it their brand. Right now, I feel like they're trying to reuse them a little bit. We had an odd eye circle, kind of, comeback recently with Sick Love. And we had the Not Friends unit that was created, but that's kinda it. At least we got to see the subunits live at every concert during the world tour. But I don't know, I always pictured Loona making subunits comebacks in between OT12 comebacks. For example, seasonal comebacks, a summer one for Odd Eye Circle, a Christmas one for Loona 1/3, and maybe a spring one for YY by Y. Or they could have switched things up a little bit and give Loona 1/3 a summer comeback, and Odd Eye Circle a winter one. That could have been really interesting and new. I would have loved that. Opinion number 5. Loona not getting invited at end of the year awards ceremonies is astonishing to me. And even worse than not being invited, most of the time they're not even nominated in anything. Yes, I'm still mad Butterfly never received any Best Choreography award. When we look at Loona's accomplishments through the years, it's a shame Korea doesn't recognize their impact internationally. I hope after Queendom 2, they're gonna get more appreciation from their country. The girls presented amazing performances during the show. Just imagine a Shake It stage at Mama in December. It's time for them to be taken more seriously by South Korea. They're already so big in the rest of the world. And I know they could bring something new and entertaining to the table if they were given more opportunities in their country. And speaking about Loona's talent not being appreciated and recognized. Opinion number 6. BBC should have already used Hassel's opera training in some songs. Hassel has been asked to showcase her opera skills numerous times on variety shows, and she loves doing it. She's so good at it. I don't understand why BBC isn't using this rare skill in Loona songs. It seems like a waste of talent. And we know that it's possible for it to happen in K-pop. We recently got the proof with Lily from NMIXX in their song Tank. Let me show you. Can you imagine Hassel doing something like this in a Loona bridge? Perfection. But this issue isn't only happening with Hassel. BBC isn't using the girls' talent and potential to the fullest, and I don't get why. Vivi, Goin, Hyunjin, Yeojin, Olivia Hae. They all proved how good they are, and yet we can barely see their skills. So, once again, it's just BBC showing us how unprofessional they are. Hashtag free the Loona girls. Opinion number 7. BBC should be collaborating with some influential orbits to manage the group. I feel like this opinion will get many of you confused, but let me explain. The Orbit fandom is so creative, one of the most creative fandom I've ever seen. The hashtag #StanLoona, even if it went way too far, all the fan arts, the Loonaverse theories and the videos about it. So many orbits are really talented and invested in the Moon Girls. For example, Sunder. They could literally create the next Loona album and it would be absolutely amazing. There is also the Re-Orbit team, who's doing a much better job than BBC at promoting the girls. They were Orbit's shoulders to cry on during Queendom 2, they organized all the voting battles, posted strategies and everything. I don't know what we would have done without them. I can also think of the Twitter accounts Loona's Subits, Loona Press, Loona Scheduled. They're all doing such a good job at keeping us updated with what Loona are doing and what we can do to help. And I truly think BBC could improve a lot by talking to these teams and take example of how they work. So yeah, this opinion is pretty random, but I've been thinking about it for a while. And this brings us to the last opinion for today. Opinion number 8. English mistakes in Loona songs, and all K-pop songs TBH, should not happen. This is, of course, none of the girls' fault. But hearing things like this in K-pop songs irritates me a lot. It was so easy not to make the mistake. We'll take it to the moon, and voila, done. English isn't even my first language. I probably made so many English mistakes in this video, but in a professional song, it feels like they didn't even try to check if it was right. And I'm not only talking about Loona songs here, I'm talking about any K-pop songs with basic English mistakes in them. Like, it's supposed to be professional work, and it still happens a lot. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I get really bothered by that. Especially, for Loona, because they have Star and Dance on My Own, 2 entire English songs without any mistake. So it means they can verify their lyrics and check if everything's right. Do they just choose to not do it? I don't know. That's it for today. It was my first time doing an unpopular opinions video, so please tell me if you see anything I can improve on. What did you think of all my opinions? Tell me in the comments. See you next week. Bye.